Hello, my name is Rustin Pangburn, and I want to share a story with you. A story about transformation, resilience, and hope. It's a story that I believe can help anyone who's going through tough times, struggling with the choices they've made, or wondering if it's ever too late to change, because I'm living proof that it's never too late. I grew up in a small town, Joplin, Missouri. I never had a lot of friends, and honestly, I wasn't much of a people person at all. But early on, I did learn something about life. I realized it was more important to be needed than to be popular. So I started selling candy and sodas. And the more I sold, the more I realized people needed me. That feeling of being needed became very addictive. Over time, that led me down a dangerous path. I moved on to selling cigarettes, chewing tobacco, and eventually marijuana. The more I sold, the more people I knew and felt like I was somebody because people depended on me. But that wasn't enough. Eventually, I started cooking and selling methamphetamines. And that decision took me places I never thought I'd go, deeper into crime, and ultimately led to federal prison. I served a 5-year sentence for my involvement with meth and the people it brought me into contact with, including some dangerous individuals, even some cartel members. At the time, I felt invincible, but prison changes a man. I realized how far I had fallen. When I stepped off that bus after my prison release, I made a decision that day that I was never going back. I started from scratch in a new town with nothing but the clothes on my back. I got a job as a housekeeper, then as a CNA. I went to school, I worked hard, and I eventually became a truck driver. I met my wife. I started a family, and now I have a grandchild. I even have a home today. Why am I telling you all this? Because I want you to know that change is possible. No matter how far you have fallen, no matter how dark your path seems, there's always hope. There's always a way forward, but it starts with a decision. That same decision I made when I stepped off that bus to never go back to my old life. Not, I am not sharing this story because I am special. I'm sharing it because if I can do it, I know that you can do it. I didn't have a big support system. I didn't have a plan laid out. I had nothing except determination to make sure my past didn't define my future. And you can make that same decision today. My message to you is simple. You are needed, not for the things you can sell or the influence you can gain, but because of the person you are capable of becoming. The world needs more people who have walked through fire and come out stronger. So if you're struggling, if you're at a low point, just know that it's never too late to turn things around. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be willing to change. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my story. My name is Rustin Pangburn. And if my journey can help just one person realize that they don't have to go back to the life they've left behind, then sharing it was well worth it. If someone you know, or if you know someone who needs to hear this, or if you yourself are in a place where you feel like you're stuck, please reach out. There are people out there who want to help. And I'd be honored if my story could be a small part of your journey to something better. Thank you.